13 now. Remember, we can still use our calculator. We'll probably want to keep it on close by so we can check our answers for this one. Jenny wants to record 15 minutes of songs for a film. The table shows the playing times of 3 songs she has recorded. So we've got song A, song B and song C, so we've got them in the table. How much more time in minutes and seconds does she need to record? So that's to get up to the full 15 minutes. So what I would do is I'd want to look here in my table and I'd want to see how many full minutes I've used already. And then I'd want to do the same for the seconds. Add up my seconds there. Now just be careful, that time is out of 60. So anything over 60 becomes 1 full minute. So let's see what we get. So the 4, 3 and 3 make 10 whole minutes. And then I've got spare seconds left over, which are 33, 42 and 6. They come to 81 seconds. Now remember that every 60 seconds is a full minute. So my seconds actually make a total of 1 minute 21. So altogether, so I've got my 10 from before and my 1 minute 21. So I've got 10 and plus my 1 makes 11. And then I've got 11 minutes 21 seconds. Now I'm wanting the full 15 minutes used. So I want to see, I want to go or count up from here until I get to 15, and then that's the extra time I've got. So from 21 seconds to get up to the next full minute, that's going to be 39 seconds spare that I can use up. By the time I'll be at 12 full minutes of my total 15. So that means I've got a spare 3. So my final answer, that's how much more time I've got, 3 minutes and 39 seconds. And that's 4 marks for question 13. Okay, next one. So there's a lot of information in the next one. Let's just see what we've got so far. So question 14, we've got 2 tables. Now the first one is for first class post. That's cost broken down depending on how heavy the letters are. So we've got weights from 50 grams all the way up to 750, and then different costs for those. It costs more to send something that's heavier through the post, and that's going to be much faster doing first class. So all of these cost more than these. You'll notice these costs are a little bit cheaper because this is for the second class post. Now on top of this information we've got the following, which is down here. It says Leroy works for a company and in January he sends some large letters by first class post. The table gives information about numbers and weights of the large letters. Okay, so these are the letters that he wants to send. He's got 28 of the smaller letters, or the lighter letters. He's got 32 between these weights, 50 between these weights, and he's got 18 between these weights. So we're going to have to decide, I think, how much this is going to cost him. Let's see what our question is. Okay, so we've got our question. So final answer there of 116 and 22, so the £116.22. It says calculate the total cost of sending the large letters by first class. Okay, so let's get these side by side and then we can see what working out we've done. So looking at my first class costs, I've got these all cost 50p. Leroy had 28 of those lighter letters, so it will cost him 50p for each one. That's a total in pence of 1,400. He's also got 32 of these ones to send, so that's 32 lots of 72p, and we get 2,304 pence for that one. Same again for the other 2 lots of letters. So he had 18 of the heavier letters. In the first class table it says it costs £1.51 to send those, so we times 18 by 151 because we want to get an answer here. I think in pence will be nicer to add up. We get a total of 11622. That's in pence, so our final answer, as we said, was £116.22. Okay, that is worth 3 marks. Okay, so part 2, we've got some more information. Again, it's a lot of information in this question. This is the last part, which is part B. In February, Leroy is going to send some more large letters. The table gives information about the weights and numbers of these large letters. So these are different to the ones he was sending before, because these are the ones he's sending in February. and he's wanting to send them, or he's wanting to decide, can he either use, he can use either first or second class post, but he thinks it will cost £20 less to send the letters by second class post. So what we need to do for each one is we need to compare the cost for either first or second class. So on the left, I've got the total cost for my first class. So he's got 32 of the light letters, then he's got 40 that are a bit heavier, he's got 68, and he's got 34 of the heaviest. These are all the costs that are in the first class table. So they're all the costs for sending first class. We get a total in pence and then in pounds of £166.86. Then you'd have to do the same for second class. So we're using all the values here. So the 40, the 59, the 85 and the 123, they're the values from the second class table. And these are the letters he's sending in February: 32, 40, 68 and 34. We get a total here in pence, and then in pounds it's £136.02. It says that he thinks the cost will be that it will cost £20 less to send them by second class. Well, to see whether he's right or not, we're going to find the difference between the costs. You find it's actually £30.84. So Leroy is not correct. He thought £20, but in fact it's £30.84. Make sure you answer the question. It says, is Leroy correct? Either a yes or no for that, or you can write a statement saying that he is incorrect. Okay, last question now. This is question 15. Okay, so 15, we've got an inequality. -2 is less than n, which is less than or equal to 3. N is an integer. Part A, write down all the possible values of n. So remember that here we've got two different symbols. The difference between these is that here, this first one, n has got to be bigger than -2. So it can't be equal to -2. We're not allowed to include -2. Anything bigger, but here we can actually have anything less than or equal to 3. So it's all the whole numbers between -2 and 3. So just a reminder, an integer, it's a whole number. Whole number for an integer. So what are they between -2 and 3? So -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. And remember, we're not allowed to include this one. So we can cross that through, and then we can use these numbers in our answer. -1, 0, 1, 2 and 3 for 2 marks. Okay, final part. X is a number. Another number is 9 greater than x. Both numbers are whole numbers. The total of the two numbers is less than 60. Find the greatest possible value of x. Okay, this is all key information. This is all information we're going to use. Now, these two are our first clue. We're told x is a number. Okay, so I'm going to use x in my working out. Another number is 9 greater than x. So anything that's 9 greater will be my original number plus the 9 that we've added on. So my number here is x plus 9. Both numbers are whole numbers. That's fine. The total of the two numbers is less than 60. Okay, really crucial information there that I nearly missed. It's the total. So the total, remember, is when I add these two. So I'm going to write x, add x plus 9, and I'm told it's less than 60. So here I need to use a less than symbol. Okay, so you mustn't forget key information there, less than. So if I put equals there, I'm going to get this wrong. It has to be a less than symbol. Bit of tidying up there. I've got 2x plus 9 is less than 60. Find the greatest possible value. So if I'm finding a value, I now need to solve this. I'm going to start by doing the inverse here. So I'm going to take 9 off both sides. I get 2x is less than 60 take 9 is 51. And then my next inverse, dividing by 2, I get x is less than and then I want to do 51 divided by 2. Now that might be something you can do in your head, that's fine, but since you've got a calculator sitting there, you may as well just check to see that you're not doing any daft mistakes, and you get 25.5. Now if you put that as your final answer here, you're going to lose 1 mark. The question wants the greatest possible value of x. So remember also, x we're told is a whole number, so it should be a whole number. We've got a decimal here, so if that goes on our answer line, we are wrong. We want the biggest number that is less than, because that's my symbol, less than 25.5. That's going to be the whole number, which is just 25, which is my final answer.